This episode is insane. Bombs, spy boats, scooters, and a full-on roller disc. Stick around, you do not want to miss this.
Agents, welcome to the Shredducation mission briefing. First stop, the Bomb Museum, where secrets of the sea come alive. Then it's straight into Pitt Street, where wheels hit ramps and beats light up the night.
That's right, bro. Nukes, scooters, pizza, and a dance floor that went off harder than a depth charge. Strap in, this one's gonna shred.
See those turret guns? Pure stored power, just waiting to be unleashed.
Stored power? Mate, my stored power's in my belly, and it's called breakfast.
The boys are rushing in, chasing secrets of firepower through the ages.
Running like that, they'll wear me out just watching.
Agents, the mission is on. The Find the Mouse Challenge. Keep your eyes peeled, the sneaky mice could be hiding anywhere in the museum.
If there's cheese at the end, then it's my kind of mission.
Here it is, Britain's first nuclear weapon. The ultimate symbol of stored power. Kept silent, hidden, but capable of unimaginable release.
Yikes. That's one secret I'd rather stay buried forever. See that face? Sylv's feeling the weight of all that dangerous energy.
Exactly, Dave. That's the real mission here, understanding the past so the future's safer. These letters show people asking for their jobs back at Pretty's hard. Ordinary lives tied to extraordinary weapons. Human stories stored in every scrap of paper.
Here's an Anderson shelter. Families hid inside during air raids, waiting it out while bombs fell outside. Can you imagine the reverb on the snoring in one of those? Deadly in its own way, bro.
Gunpowder, the original stored power. Every barrel a ticking promise of boom.
Dude, I wouldn't even trust myself wheeling paint, let alone this stuff. How many times are you gonna say stored power, Kev? We get it, man.
Think of it like this. Stored power is energy that's waiting. A bomb, a missile, even a big old turret gun. They all hold massive energy inside, locked up until someone triggers it. That's why they were so dangerous, Dave. It's not just the bang, it's the waiting power that could change everything in a single moment. Now check this. Each display shows the next stage. More firepower, more stored energy, more potential for destruction.
Looks like a toy shop of stored trouble. Don't shake the shelves.
History shows us that stored power can change the world. In weapons, it was dangerous, sometimes destructive, but we've got a choice with our own power, where we put our energy, what we do with it.
So it's like, you can either waste your power, or you can shred, skate, and dance with it instead.
Exactly, Dave. The real lesson is that the strongest power is the one you use for good, for fun, for friends, for creating, not destroying. History serves as an important reminder of this.
Wow, Kev. Deep, man.
Now imagine this much stored power mounted on ships, whole seas guarded by explosive force.
I'd store myself behind the sofa if one of those pointed at me.
You and me both, man. Here's a fact for you. During World War II, British warships carried some of the most powerful naval guns ever built. A single salvo from a battleship could fire shells weighing nearly a ton, reaching targets over 20 miles away. That kind of firepower meant one ship could control an entire stretch of sea.
That's mad, bro. Who's this fancy-looking dude, then? He doesn't look like a shredder.
That's Robert Whitehead, the engineer who invented the first practical self-propelled torpedo. His design stored compressed air inside, then released it underwater with deadly accuracy.
Wow. So he's like the granddad of underwater boomsticks. But hang on. Didn't his family do something totally different, too?
You're right. His granddaughter, Agata, married Georg von Trapp. Yes, the very same Von Trapps who became famous from The Sound of Music.
No way. So one side of the family's blasting torpedoes and the other's blasting out show tunes?
Emergency broadcast inbound.
Okay, agents, listen up. I will say this only once. The briefing is simple. Location, Gosport. Objective, infiltrate the Night Hunters. A covert exhibition buried deep within the museum walls. This was no ordinary archive of war stories. These were secrets once guarded in the shadows of the Solent. Our contact on the inside was a seasoned operative, codename Heidi. Her knowledge of these machines was sharper than a dagger in the dark. She led us into the restricted zone and revealed the truth. Vessels so advanced, they skimmed the water's surface rather than dragged through it. At the heart of their design lay a power source ahead of its time. Engines fitted with cooling systems, the very technology that still hums beneath the bonnet of every car on our streets today. To the enemy, they were ghosts, invisible, untouchable, gone before a searchlight could even find their wake. But innovation alone was not enough to keep them hidden. Disguise was their weapon, and the guardians of their secrets were the Wrens, women stationed on the boats. To prying eyes, they seemed harmless auxiliaries. To spies poisoned by their own prejudice, they were invisible, and so the truth stayed buried in plain sight. Intel updated, vessels identified. Once the fastest on the seas, their missions were cloaked in secrecy, their crews young and fearless, carrying out daring raids under the cover of darkness to protect our shores. Mission complete. Agents Sylv and Frank abort. Withdraw immediately.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know, man. Some interference on the channel? I think we lost the broadcast for a second.
Crazy. Thought it was the ghost of Whitehead coming for me for a second, bro.
Relax, Dave. Probably just a comms glitch.
Yeah, you're right, man. Enough of the spooky signals. Now it's time for the boys to release their stored energy the proper way. The Skatepark. Let's go.
We got Hugo and Harry with us. Shred Squad Lewis is down. This sesh is gonna go off.
Yeah, man, the park is packed. I can't wait to see what they throw down. Here we go. Sylv and Frank, double agents on the half-pipe, teaching Harry and Hugo how to drop in. That's next level Shred Squad training, bro.
Exactly. Passing on skills is how riders level up together. Confidence grows when someone shows you the way. And just check Lewis. That grind is smooth, technical, pure street style. You can really see Coach Danny's influence in his control and flow.
Man, Lewis is gliding like butter on toast. Proper pro vibes.
Sylv stomps that whip.
Whoa, deja vu, man.
That's right, dude. The exact spot he landed his very first tail whip back in Season 1, Episode 2. Good times, bro.
Man, we have had such a great time. 8 months have flown by.
Yeah, thanks for all your support, Shred Squad. Now time for a quick quiz. Let's see who's been listening. In the Night Hunters exhibition, who helped keep the top secret boats hidden from enemy spies? Was it A, pirates in disguise, B, Wrens, women of the Royal Navy, C, pigeons with tiny hats, D, Ronald McDonald?
I'm voting pigeons, Kev. Those little fellas are sneaky.
Nice try, Dave. The answer's B, the Wrens. They worked on the boats so that sexist enemy spies wouldn't suspect a thing. Smart, brave, and vital to the mission.
Yeah, hats off to those Wrens. They do not get enough credit. Agent Heidi would have been all over that back in the day, bro.
Agreed, dude. She would have been perfect for the job.
Yes, pizza time. That's my kind of firepower, Kev. Cheese, tomato, and pure happiness.
True, Dave. But even pizza has stored power. Carbs for energy, protein for strength. It's fuel for shredding at the disco.
Fuel? Bro, this is more than fuel. This is love. I'd take this over a missile any day.
Fair point. A slice of pizza brings people together. Can't say that about torpedoes.
Exactly, man. The only explosion I want is flavor in my mouth.
Now check this dude, Steezy Mango. This guy knows how to shred.
Yeah, man. He's got some serious street skills. Firing, dude.
Bro is an absolute weapon.
Kev, I don't get it. Why did we even make these weapons of mass destruction in the first place?
That's the hardest question, Dave. A lot of it came from fear. Countries thought if they had the biggest weapons, nobody would dare attack them. It was about power, protection, and trying to end wars quickly.
So it wasn't just to blow stuff up, it was to stop others from blowing stuff up?
Exactly, but here's the lesson. Those weapons show us how dangerous fear can be when it drives decisions. Stored power like that can protect, but it can also destroy everything if it's used.
So really, the smartest thing is choosing not to use it at all.
That's right, Dave. The real power is in learning, remembering, and choosing better ways forward. Now, speaking of weapons of mass destruction, watch Steezy Mango finish up his line.
Massive shout out to the Bomb Museum for letting us uncover those epic secrets. Heidi, you were brilliant. And to Pitt Street for throwing down an unreal disco. Sick pizza, awesome stuff. You guys crushed it. Big shout out to all our friends for coming down, to Shred Squad Lewis, and to our new pal, Steezy Mango, for showing us some Steezy scooter. Totally insane. That's it for this mission. See you next time, Shred Squad. Peace.
Thank you so much for letting us ride and film in your park. We really appreciate all the time and effort that goes into keeping it so rad. So proud of you, Frank. Keep on shredding, dude. If you don't subscribe, Frank's scooter will turn into a banana. If you don't subscribe, the Skatepark loses a rank. Seriously, guys, just hit that button. Or don't. Yeah, don't. Legend has it your tail whips get 10% faster if you do. So yeah, it's up to you. Just press it.